the lady I met there yesterday, and she said, um, you know, because yesterday I challenged my friend that he's a hairstylist.
Yeah.
But the reason why I went is because those hair take like 3 days to dry after you do the shampoo.
Hold on. It takes 3 days, 2 days, 2 days,
3 days.
3 days to dry.
I'm telling you, to dry properly. And so I went to him because I wanted to go under. He has not to do anything to me. So he helped me to do the twist, because when you wash, then you have to do the twist and stuff too. And I met this lady, and she was shocked, like that the school sent the social worker at home saying that the child was neglected because she adopted a black girl.
Hold on. Okay.
And I started laughing like this.
Let me clarify, because I haven't got subtitles for this, so I just want to just make sure everybody understands.
Fuck off.
So basically, someone sent us a social worker to the child's parents' house.
Yeah.
Because
the school.
So the school sends because the child had the hair.
Yeah.
In a natural form.
Yeah, because she didn't want to touch it, so she was like, I just wanted her to grow hair. But she was like, I really didn't touch the hair, like nothing, not even brush the hair or anything. And he said that it came this white guy that he was like, you could see that he couldn't cope with the fact that they were natural afro hair. I was like, okay, whatever, but you need to find a way to, you know, to make it presentable.
Wow. So what happened? So was this recently?
No, I don't think recent, because now the girl, she's 12 years old.
Okay,
so it was around when she was 6, 7.
Wow, so it's pretty recent, about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it all comes down to education. Many non-blacks do not understand the issue that, you know, I won't say the issue, but they don't understand about black people's hair, you know, and how it, you know, how it needs to be maintained, and how it and such. So I think it's all down to education, you know, educating people.
That was crazy.
Yeah, wow.
And the thing is, I was like, what? Like, I mean, like, I couldn't believe, and she was like, I cannot even talk about it, because I cry for how humiliated we have been, me and my husband. And I was like, oh my God.
Wow. Okay, so this book, let's talk about this book.
I won't tell you anything.
Well, you've told me everything anyway, so if you don't tell me, I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to tell the audience everything I know anyway. So tell us about, what's the book going to be about? How, you know, tell us a bit more.
I thought about writing a book 1 year ago, pretty much. But because the thing is, you know, I'm a lot on social media, and I see all these black girls showing themselves in a way that they're not. So the book is going to be a journey of really emotional state of having afro hair. Because you guys, you know, look at him, you know, you're just
I'm being picked on here.
No, you know, you just shut it up.
I'm being bullied in the studio.
Yeah, now it's gonna do the Me Too.
Yeah, yeah, Me Too. We won't talk about that one today, will we?
Let's not go there.
We do it on another day.
Yeah. And yeah, because for male it's different. You can shave, bye, goodbye my friend. But for girls, it's hard. And so I'm writing about my journey with the afro hair. But I also want the message I want from the book is to say, accept yourself. Our afro is unique. You know, because in a way, when we run behind being European, because that's true, it's like we lose our identity, what we really are. It's like, you know, it's also, we do all this fast, like, you know, discrimination, racism, and Black Lives Matter, whatever. But then you yourself and Susanna herself was running behind the European style. So,
like black girls with long blonde hair and that was
so
that kind of thing.
yeah. So
Okay.
what I'm saying is, I want my book be a message, be a message to women and to young girls, like, be yourself, because we are beautiful with our hair, and it's me telling this when, like, years ago I would say never ever I would go out like this, and now I adore it because I'm different. I'm not the same like, other girls, and I think, yeah, that's the only thing I want my book to be.
Yeah, because there's a reason, probably could be a subconscious reason why a lot of girls have their hair in an unnatural state, and I've heard stories about women telling me that the day the day they walked into the office with their hair out in a natural state, everyone was like, there was an uproar and that kind of thing, because this, they were told that it's unruly, it's uncontrollable. It was, it's not in an office, kind of environment. So you can't have that in an office kind of environment. I don't think it's. I think because of what we've been through in the last couple of years with the Black Lives Matter and all that kind of thing, it's kind of it's changing. But I'm pretty sure it still exists. So and I personally think that if you're confident in yourself and you're confident in your own identity, as you mentioned, in your identity, and you will be, shall I say, you'll be confident in having your hair in its natural form. But a lot of people I speak to say, oh, I have to have my hair in this way or that way because I have to fit in, kind of thing. So I don't know.
Well, I have to disagree with you here.
What again?
No, the reason is because I've been working in an office as well. I've been corporate receptionist as well, and in a way I understand and why you cannot be like this. But I just find a way, and I didn't go and straighten my hair, but I learned on YouTube how to do lovely hair with my afro, classy hair with my afro, because I think, some places got rules, and you need to follow. You can't always pretend that, like, this is me, you need to accept me, but every place got rules.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I'm going to stop you there. So when you say every place has rules, right?
yeah.
So basically, a white person can come into the office with their hair in its natural form, right?
Yes,
so why can't a black person come into that same office in their hair in a natural form?
Look, the white one is lucky enough to have the hair she has. So fit in that kind of environment. If I think about the place I was working before, myself, I wouldn't think of going afro like this because it was such a classy place to be. Yeah, we are wild. Because like this, you're wild. You're not classy. You wild. I am like this. I am wild. I can't say that I can fit the classy image. No, 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 no.
So you're trying to say that with afro hair, you can with a natural afro hair, you cannot fit a classy
you
image.
You can, but you need to style it a bit. You know what I'm saying? You can, and you can style it. That's it. End of the story. No, on this matter, I'm sorry. I don't know how to say. I am on the office side in this matter because I'm like this in a way, like very tough as well. So I'm like, but you can look classy and beautiful with afro. You can style it.
So if my daughter walks into school and she doesn't have her hair out at school because it's hard to manage. And so it's in plaits or style. If she walks into school, right, with her hair out, like how you're out, in a natural form, because it's natural, and she gets pulled up by her head teacher also saying that you can't have your hair like this. Is that right or wrong?
Well, in this society, they will say it's wrong, but now it's not anymore like that. But when I was a child, um, I think we grow up that the school is such a place of respect, and you respect the teacher and everybody, right? So as for me, like, you don't go as I'm talking about when I was a child. You don't go to school like this.
That was about 100 years ago.
Also for the whites, like, you need to you need to be presentable. You can't go with your hair just on your shoulder and stuff like this. But I can't agree with you, because I have a different mindset on this kind of stuff. And don't tell me it's about freedom. No, no, rules are rules.
Whose rules? Rules for who? Who are these rules made by, and who are they made for?
But I think every company can do their own rules. You know,
but
if you accept to work, you're gonna get it. Otherwise, go and work in a fashion company. What do you want me to tell you?
No. What I'm trying to say is that you can't have one rule for one what do you call it? One for white and another rule for blacks. That's what I'm saying. The rule has to be universal for everyone. So let's say if there's two kids, and this is my personal view, if there's two kids, a black kid and a white kid, and they all want to wear their hair in its natural form, to say that the black kid cannot wear their hair in that particular form because it's unruly, I personally think that's wrong.
But I don't know. Honestly, I don't have kids, so I don't know how they run schools in this country in this point. But in my country, if you're white, you won't go around with your your free hair on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? The rules is different because different hair, but you still have rules. Either that you white or you black.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. Then, if in this country there is such difference between black and white about the hair, I don't know. So
but the one thing you probably should bear in mind is that I understand what you're saying. Even if you're white, you still have to have your hair in a thing. But for a white person, for them to have their hair naturally, it's very easy. Just your hair. You just.
But I don't think that the teacher is standing to the black person. You need to straighten your hair. It's just can find a way to just
Like what? Cut it off.
No.
Get rid of it.
No, it's not that. You can do so many stuff with the afro hair, because I can tell this because I do, and I really like personally, and I don't think, because I like fit in wherever I go. I like fit in the place I'm going, and it's not just about my hair. It's just about the way I dress and stuff, because personally I'm like this. So if somebody come to me and says, Susanna, but your afro should look, it's fine. I'm different. I don't know what to tell you. I don't take it like, oh dear. I just understand. That's okay.
Yeah, and I'm cool with that. Like I said, if there's rules, every organization or every environment or every community or everything has its own keep on smiling, has its own rules. But as long as those rules are the same for all cultures, then that's fine. But when you find that when you get into a situation where the rules are different for different people, that's when it becomes a problem.
Then I have to agree with you. Easy if it's different. No, that it is a problem.
She agreed with me.
No. Because then it's a kind of discrimination.
That's right.
That's no. But I say I don't know. I don't have kids. I don't take kids at school, so I don't know what they because everybody experience stuff. So I can't say something that I do not experience.
So, okay. So what else shall we talk about?
I don't know how gorgeous I am. No.
Okay, she's gorgeous. The end. That was a very, very short conversation, wasn't it?
No, but it's true. I don't know, but don't record this. But it's true that happening stuff in England, like different rules for different hair.
No, they don't. It's not different rules for different hair, but because they're not used to seeing a lot of black girls up until now. Most black girls have their hair very short or very straight, in plaits, in braids or something. To have your hair in afro is very hard to maintain because it gets into knots and it gets into all that kind of thing. So a lot, as you probably know, you have to maintain and all that kind of thing. It's hard to maintain, and especially for a child's rolling around on the floor in the sand pits. You don't want, so it's very easy. It's better to have it in a orderly fashion, plaited or something like that. But when kids do have it out, or when people in the office or anywhere do have their hair out, I think to some people it's a bit of a shock because like, wow, it's out there. It's like, hair is out there. And I think that's when, if you don't know how to steer the conversation, you can end up in a very, very awkward position from an organization point of view.
Yeah, that's true. Can I say also something? I hope I won't upset anyone.
Well, I don't think there's any risk of you not upsetting anyone. But anyway, let's go for it.
Like, don't you think that today, now I'm not talking just related to black world, but in general, people get offended so easy. You can't say a word. That you need to really pay attention what you say, and relax a bit. Like, I find it very frustrating, especially for a person like me, that I say, and I like when people tell me what they think, even though it's something that, let's say, can hurt me, but I think also today, whatever you say, it's like, oh, you can't say this, or okay, I don't talk though.
It's I get what you say, and it's true. I mean, it's become a bit of a nanny state when it comes to saying things. You can't say this, you can't say that. But also, on the other hand, there has to be guidelines as to what. Okay, and I'll give you an example. It's a mindset. I can remember once I used to work in this office down in Wembley, and it was an office. It was a small office. It was probably about 8-9 people in the office, and I was the only black person in the office, right? And there was an underpass, and a couple of times there was some muggins there, right? There was a couple of muggins there, and it was I think there was about 6 guys and about 4 girls in the office, something like that, and they were all around about the same age as I was. And so we were talking about it, all that kind of thing, in the office, and then the office manager said, oh, you don't have a problem. You won't get mugged, would you? And I was like, okay. And I go, why? She goes, well, you will get mugged. And I go, but do we know who's been doing these muggings? No. So why? So when you say, what are you trying to say?
Why are you saying that?
Obviously, what she meant was that, oh, you're a black boy. You're black, so and the people, we are assuming that the people who are doing the muggings are black as well. So you being black, they will not mug you. But she thought it was okay to say it. She thought it was So I pulled up on it. She goes, yeah, but most people that do muggings are black. Black people are known for thieves and being thieves and that kind of thing. And I go, no. I mean, if it was today, I would have brought out statistics and all that kind of thing. But she openly said that, and she felt okay about saying that. So when you say this, and people should be free to say what they want to say, to a degree. I mean, since this Black Lives Matter thing came about a couple of years ago, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, what's this Black Lives Matter? It's all lives matter, and it's not like black people this and black people that. And if you look on television now, I was one of them, and I still say all lives matter. All lives matter, but the issue is with the black. It's every life matter, everybody lives matter. But we're talking about, and especially when it comes to police brutality and everything, it's geared towards the black community, and that's why we're saying, everybody's lives matter, also but black lives matter as well. And that's what we're saying. It's like everybody's lives matter, including black people. I'm gonna do a lot of editing.
Yeah, by the way, yeah, for me, community, then I can't, I'm sorry, I
So
can't call.
yeah, I don't think you whether
Don't tell me
no
that. I don't
no.
quite understand what community is.
So
I don't want to belong to a community. Can I say so? Or I have to?
you
I don't want to. Or I have to be part of a community
you don't have
to
to
see
be
what.
you don't have to be part of a community. Like, okay, am I part of a community?
Yes,
No,
black
no.
can't swim.
No, no. Hold on.
I'm kidding.
Okay, let me give you an example. Am I part of a community? I'm a black guy. I live in a predominantly white area.
Mm-hmm.
My wife is from Indian background.
Yeah.
So what community? I'm not. So when you say community, am I part of a community? What community am I part of?
But I'm not saying that you are. I'm just kidding. I'm like me, Susanna Fataki. I have to say my last name because he doesn't know how to pronounce it.
Fataki.
I just don't like. I think everything today is going too far. You can talk 1,000 community. Oh my God, it's too much. For me, it's too much. For me. Then for you, no. For you, it's right the way it is. Good.
There's a lot of things. I understand what you mean by it's too much, but there's a reason why it's there.
No, I think it's too much.
Yeah.
No, I think it's too much. Definitely, I think it's too much. Everything is too much today.
Whether you like it or not, you are from the Afro community. You're from the girls who have their Afro hair.
Well, guys, you need to, because if you say so, Italian people get very upset. You are Italian, so I should be Italian community. You say I'm Afro community.
No, I'm Afro hair
no,
community.
I'm not. Because I'm not Afro though. I'm not African girl.
You're African girl.
I'm in two communities. Maybe three.
You can
hair. Afro, African, Italian, whatever.
Italian. So you can be from any kind of community.
I'm not. Guess what? I'm not.
Yeah, well, you are.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
It's gonna be a long day.
I'm not. I'm just Susanna with Afro hair that she's got Congo and Italy blood in her body, and I'm a human being. That's what I am. Okay. That's it. End of the story.
Remember when I said at the beginning of the thing, I said one of us is going to leave here dead and one of us is going to leave here alive. Do you have any message you want to give to your family that I can give to them?
Please do a Me Too. Everything is too much. I'm sorry. I don't want to be part of any. Even though you think in your mind, because guys, this is the way you live today. You wear pink, so you're such a pink girl community. No, I just like pink, right? For example. So you guys, you live this way. It's not my way of living. I don't feel to belong to anyone, to any country, to nothing. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, Susanna.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. You're not part of any community.
No.
Okay.
No.
Good.
No.
Good.
Yeah. I'm part of the world.
So, and I'll give you an example. So, the Black Swimming Association, which is an organization I co-founded, to encourage people from the Black, Asian community to learn how to swim. Okay, so we hear figures that 95% of Black adults do not swim. So these 95% of Black people that do not swim, certain areas, there's more Black people swimming than others. So if we want to get into these areas where the Black people do not swim, it's you might know you want to use the word community, but there has to be something that categorizes these people within this area that don't swim. And if we're gonna address them, so if as an organization we're gonna have a conversation with them and try and get them to learn how to swim, we have to have something. We can't just stand on the top of the hill and say, people,
Did I say that you can't call them community? I just say, I personally don't like. Then you like the community, take all of them. What do you want me to tell you? In this case, you go and talk to people of that area, right? The people that you're targeting. But for me, there is no reason to say community. Then for you, there is. That's fine. I'm not saying no. Did I say that?
Yes, you did. Look at me, darling. Open your eyes. Smile.
No, that's what I'm trying to say, you know.
Okay, we swiftly move on from community. What else can we talk about?
I think community.
I think I've covered. How?
What do you want to talk about?
This is a big one. So, a lot of young people who I speak with regards to swimming, and a lot of young black people with regards to swimming, tell me that one of the reasons why they don't swim, and it's probably one of the top 3 reasons why they don't swim, is because they don't find it relatable, right? They don't find it relatable. They say, well, my parents don't swim. None of my role models swim, so it's not for us. It's not, something that I can relate to. So what's your view on that? What's your view on role models within swimming, or role models within anything? Do you think is important?
Yeah, it is. Because I have young nephews, right? And they live in the same way. They do what their role models do. And unfortunately, it's not even mom and dad. It's what they see on social media. And that's what is, scare me the most regarding to my nephews. I'm like, oh my God. Because they do everything is related to social media.
Yep.
And that's sad in a way, because it's a kind of, they don't have their own personality, you know what I'm saying? It's only related what those people on social media do. So they don't swim, I don't swim.
Yeah.
They just go to, I don't know why they do, especially women, and they do this stuff on the media. So.
Pouting.
Yeah, yes. I don't know what is that. And this is sad.
So,
very sad. Yeah. It's very related to social media, not to families.
Families, yeah. So, but you can see the good and the bad in role models. Because obviously there's negativity when it comes to if their favorite artist is a particular musician who talks about certain things that unsavory things, then obviously it's moving towards the negative side of it. Yeah. But if we can use role models to get the best out of people, then that's a good thing, isn't it?
Definitely. But that's not the case. I'm sorry. Nowadays, that's not the case. Unless you engage them and, they are going to be part of something, some part, I don't know, of a project or something, to promote on social media. But otherwise,
And
I see it very hard.
Yeah, that's one. I was talking about. I was talking to somebody. I was talking to a young lady about. She said, "Oh, my favorite singers, our favorite rappers. They don't swim."
Yeah.
And I said, maybe you don't know whether they swim or not. Maybe they haven't highlighted it that they do or not. But that's not a reason not to swim. You know what I mean? But I can see what you're saying. Everything is focused towards social media now.
Yeah. And this is sad. But for everything, literally, for everything. You go in a restaurant, for example, because you have seen on social media. You don't even ask the menu. You say, "I saw this on social media." That's how bad it is today.
That's how the world's come to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's a family failure. I don't know. Because, I don't know, sometimes, I question, how comes this generation is all, following social media things? So what about the family? Where is the family? I don't have kids, so I can't tell. But I'm like, where is the family? Why they spend so many times just doing that? Why? You are a father. Why?
So basically, from my point of view, obviously we install values in our daughter. We will install values. This is right. This is wrong. Social media will always be there, and we can shield her from it as much as we possibly can, but only for so long. So what we need to do is, and what we do is actually, shall I say, like I said, install the values and understand this is right, this is wrong. You will come up against this on social media, but you don't. Social media, what you see is not always real.
Yeah.
You see these perfect images on Instagram. They are not always real. This is reality, and this is what you have to deal with. So, because I know that a lot of kids and a lot of young adults put themselves, suffer from mental health issues because of social media, because they have this view of how they should be. This is what I need to look like. This is what I need to sound like. And if I don't sound like that, and if I don't, then I'm no good. Yeah, which is a bad thing.
Literally, their value is on the likes and stuff.
I know. I think there was a story I heard about a young lady committed suicide because she posted a picture and only got 20 likes or something like that, and a friend posted a similar picture and got about 200 likes. So it's like, hold on, nobody likes me because. So people are basing their self-worth on likes, and which is scary. So it's a big issue. It's an issue.
I cannot even talk when I can't talk.
Yeah.
Because it's sad.
Yeah. And I think the more we talk about it, the more. When I talk about role model, it's hard because it's almost as if you're giving these people of influence, you're giving them. You're forcing them to be in a position whereby they have to act a certain way because of their status. They are what you call it. I'm a footballer, so therefore I have to act a certain way, because if I don't, the youth that follow me and look at me, they are going to act in a certain way as well. Which is, so they're basically, there's a certain responsibility.
But it's a responsibility.
That's right, yeah.
A public figure.
That's right,
More than parents.
Oh, definitely.
So today, unfortunately, it's what it is.
And you
have to behave in a certain way. Especially when you have a young public out there. You have to. Yeah. There is no choice there. I'm sorry.
And that's what I was talking about swimming. Because I say it's the more people that can hear, we see in the limelight talking about it, whether they can swim or they can't swim, it becomes something that opens up the doors to the younger generation, because they say, oh, okay, this person is talking about it, so therefore it must. I'm prepared to have a listen to it. Yeah. So I think role models is very, very important.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
Literally, they are.
So that covers role models. That's finished. Finish on that one.
Ciao.
I think I've covered everything. Hold on. Do you have any topics you want to talk about?
No, otherwise I punch you down.
I think you've done already. I think I've covered hair, body issues, family, personal fears. Would you learn to swim? Yes, you would.
I don't think community, I would. Between me and you, I don't think I would. I'm too scared. I think I'm like my sister.
I'll be there to save you.
So
I'll hold you up. I
have to say goodbye, though. No, I think it's it's something in the, like people, they're scared to fly. They need to go and train before they can. I think I need to have a mind train before I can even think of that. Because, no. No. You're learning now, right?
Yeah, I'm learning. Yeah, I had a lesson this morning.
But you can swim, or
I can swim. It's breathing a bit. It's the breathing part of it that I struggle with. Like, I can get underwater and I can swim, and I'm now learning how to do the front crawl and all that kind of thing. But it's like thinking about it's the coordination. Then you come up and breathe, then you go back in again, and all that kind of things. But yeah, I'm more water confident than I was.
And that's good.
Yeah, I'm more water confident, and I'm more water safety confident. And I think the water safety part of it is more important. One thing, can you float?
No.
Because I heard that every woman can float. Don't you mean? Have you tried to float?
No.
So how do you know you can't float?
I just feel it.
You just feel it.
Yeah. No, I'm like only thinking of being like in the sea or in a swimming pool. I already have the heart going like fast. Like,
is it?
No.
So it's more of a mental thing.
That's
isn't
why
it?
I say that's why the guy said to my sister, I think you need to go and see a psychologist before.
Probably a psychiatrist as well.
In my case, most probably.
Yeah. I think I agree with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Good.
Because a part of me would like to learn. Because
Wow, that's good.
I am not, but since forever, like I had this part of me that would like to learn.
But that was before you knew me.
Have we finished here?
No, I'm not finished yet.
But then the fear, I think, is
It's more powerful.
more powerful than anything else. Oh, I know.
So we need to balance it out. Bring the fear down and bring the warmth after
I
this.
don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, of course you will.
Yeah.
I have confidence in you. I have faith in you.
Did you drink anything before? Because for you to say so
Yeah, I have so much confidence in you.
about me.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, good.
Maybe one day, and then I'll be head hostess on the British Airways.
Yeah. So it's been. So you know what they say, all good things must come to an end. I've really enjoyed this session.
It's fake now.
No, so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Tried to kick you a couple of times.
Yeah,
on the
but
table.
thankfully we
That's the reason why we have, because originally I was going to get a, what do you call it? We're going to get a studio whereby it's like a nice sofa, we sit down together and have a conversation. Like, nah.
No,
It'd be like,
struggling.
yeah, we need a bit of space between us. Yeah. We'll do that killing after
we
the
need
cameras
space.
after the cameras off.
And
Can't do it on the
especially
camera.
when community comes up. People, we are all different, right? I am
So yeah,
unique.
you're very different. I think we can agree on that one.
Yeah.
But like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. It's been a great session. Oh, here we go again with the laughing. Susanna Fataki.
Oh, well done.
So oh yeah, before I finish. So when are you gonna, when do you plan on finishing this book?
I think January.
Which year?
No, it's true.
22.
Yeah.
January 2022.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I really hope so. Yeah, I'm a good point. So and actually, I'm giving more time. Just in case, but maybe it's before. I don't know.
Okay, good. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Who told you that I'm giving my book to you? You would never read that. You are community man, you know. Reading somebody of no community.
Yeah. So I think you should write a little bit part, write me.
Oh my God, the exhausted chapter.
On that note, so it's been a pleasure.
For me too.
Yeah.
And we are both alive. So
Yeah, I know. For now. When the cameras go off, it might be a different story altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know what you're on, but it's okay.
Oh dear, that was good. I really enjoyed that.